Hi, so when I was hosting my girlies, Ellen and Zara, we decided to have a prompt-based girl talk session and recorded some of it, so I hope you enjoy hearing our thoughts.
This is the only handsome man I need in my life. Yes, you are.
In self-discovery category,
Yes.
flow is a mental state where you're fully immersed in an activity you enjoy and you lose track of time. What activities put you into a flow state? I would say singing, karaoke, yeah.
Writing sometimes. If I journal, sometimes it's just like I open one thought and then all of a sudden all of my thoughts just spill out. Yoga and swimming. And especially swimming. Diving. Yeah.
Diving?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. I want to put it in the right place. Oh my god, baby.
Oh my god, he's huge. You get all the attention he wants. Oh my god, Ellen, this video is
Okay, ooh, fears and doubt. Hi, baby.
The distraction is real.
What are some fears you used to have? How were you able to overcome them?
Ooh, I used to have fear of being alone actually because not like alone because I do like my
Your own
like my own company. But like especially in high school, like I noticed like I think the reason I went from a relationship to a relationship is because I was like I didn't want to be alone. But like now I'm not getting into a relationship like in a long time.
Amen.
Yes, it's a single girl era.
What about you?
I was scared to trust people, and I think I got over it during this relationship because it helped me so much, like trust, and he took it pretty slow. I have to say that. Yeah.
I would say it's fear of death, actually. Like,
Oh.
just like maturing, but also really accepting it as part of life, and that actually is a beautiful thing that our life is finite. Also, that changing my view of the world, being like, okay, this lifetime is not all there is. We're spirits coming this human plane to learn our lessons, to experience all these things, and then continue on wherever. So
Nothing is for
yeah, so that really made it less scary and also puts less pressure on needing to get things done, because the fact that you're here, you're already fulfilling your purpose.
It's like we're like visitors.
Yeah, exactly.
Passing by and then just going.
Yeah.
Like we should enjoy the time.
Since life is finite, you need to go do the things
Yeah.
to get going, to not postpone things forever. It's just the present moment is all that you have. You should take it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Very
cute.
true.
Yeah.
Can I pick a card?
Yes. Which category?
Relationships.
Oh.
Ew. Is there someone from your past you've been unable to forgive or let go?
Oh, Ellen, you picked that card.
The cards are telling me so. Also, actually, are those two the same thing to you, or like connected?
It can be different.
You can let go without forgiving, which is not something that I consider really healthy. But you can forgive and not let go of memories, actually.
Okay. Yeah, and also what resonates with me is like past friendships. Like I'll be like sad about them ending and having a bit of attachment to the.
Yeah, you don't want to let go of
I
them.
get that. Yeah. It's just I also really like it how sometimes people come to your life and they're really important and you really need them at that one like time and like you have beautiful memories with them and it was a great time, but it's just like because also it's so natural that people just kind of grow apart and stuff happens.
Because throughout our lives we're different people, and so at one time the two people meeting at that time match, and then afterwards the two different people they don't match. Okay. Cool.
And that's fine because once you go to like your separate ways, also then like both of you find more people who like are again like your kind of your kind of people. Now a romantic relationship.
Oh wait, it needs to be a romantic relationship.
No,
it can
it's
be any-
relationships.
Like in my case, yeah, it was some
Someone
past
you
friendships.
haven't forgive or let go.
Yes.
I didn't forgive him, but I have let go in a way, but not completely. I think I have let go, but only to some extent, and then I cannot let go further if I don't forgive. I'm on that stage right now. That it's like I need to forgive to completely close the cycle. Yeah. But even though I know that I will, I know I have the instinct that I will forgive him at some point.
Yeah.
I don't want to pressure it or make it happen. Like I just now acknowledge I'm just not ready to forgive him now. Yeah, and that gave me peace actually, that I'm not ready now to forgive him.
Yeah, that's very healthy too. That self-awareness and that not
At some point,
not needing to control your emotions and just being like okay, like mindful of what is present, and then being like okay.
Past relationships, I've forgiven everyone actually. I mean, past relationships are 2 serious relationships, and I forgive all actually.
But I think forgiveness is something like you can't force it. Like
No.
it's like if you try. I know that people usually want to forgive, but it's like it's really something you can't.
No, if you force it,
yeah.
resentment.
Yeah, exactly.
You can make an effort in the sense of making an exercise of like, okay, trying to imagine their point of view, trying to
Step
sympathize.
in.
But yeah, there's just an extent which is like you can work towards the person. You
Try
can
seeing if you are capable
Yeah.
of forgiving or not.
I have, in general, I have forgiven.
I smile, the little smile.
The little.
I have forgiven everyone except one of my ex-friends.
Okay.
That's okay.
And the
I
cat-
will get
The
there.
cat wants to get out, baby.
It's something that comes over time. 'Cause I think I'm the kind of person I need to talk and to process the same thing over and over again, and that drives everyone around me really mad. I'm so sorry about that. But then, like, once I have finally done that enough times, then at some point I'm ready to let go. Yeah. I don't know why it was so difficult for me to let go, but I only in university started letting go of the relationships I had in high school.
That's difficult.
But I don't know if I was then just so immature in high school that I was able to process this stuff. It took me like 2 years or something. Because in my last relationship, I actually only started like letting go of some like older relationships I had.
There's timing for everything, I think.
Yeah.
Can pick one.
Yeah. Self-love and healing.
Oh,
What is a pain in your life that you'd most like to heal?
what I would like to heal.
I think it could be a moment or in general a pain.
In general, I think it would be like inner critique, like the
Little voice?
the little voice that was taught by life experiences and society and so on, and then be able to release that and learn to be gentle and like all the time gentle and kind. Because it's easy to be gentle and kind when my mood is good, when I'm feeling good, but then when my mood is down, then it gets aggressive, and that's I guess something that I would really like to heal. And
That's a good one. Yeah, I have multiple, but I think they all kind of have the same root cause. It's maybe also kind of the society thing because I feel like I actually don't really trust myself that much. Like I trust myself, but I think I keep, for example, going from an interest to another, like hobbies, also like with studies. I think it's because for some reason, if I like something or I think I like something, I put kind of everything into it, and then it lasts for like one day, like a 1 day fascination about something where I legit like just didn't do anything else except research about that one thing, and then it gets weird because then I'm like, oh okay, well I don't think I actually could do it, or I kind of like I can't commit to doing things. Then I start doubting myself.
maybe it's like a bit that's something I'll also need to work on, like the black and white view of like, okay, everything needs to be perfect for me to choose that, or
And
or,
if not,
if
it's
not,
the end.
Absolutely
perfection.
discard it.
Perfection.
Actually, it's the all or nothing kind of.
I read in a book, and it was really mind-blowing. I think that people that procrastinate are lazy. But actually, perfectionists are the biggest procrastinators. Why? Because if they're not 100% sure that the next step is gonna be perfect, they're not taking it.
Oh, yeah, actually that explains a lot.
So actually, procrastinators are the most hard-working perfectionist ones. Yeah.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Because I used to be like perfectionist about, for example, my handwriting. Like it was so bad that like when I started university, I needed to actually for a while type my notes on laptop because sometimes I would be so obsessed with how my handwriting looks like that it like messed up my studying because I would just redo it. But I got over that one. And now it's like I don't really care.
It's like wanting things to be a specific way, and if it's not that way, then you forgot.
Yeah. But then I think maybe there's like other perfectionist things that have just come kind of like I got rid of one, then it channels its way into another thing, and then I have no idea about it. So.
Stopping sailing. The identity crisis that caused me, still going through it. Noticing it like changing dream paths and career paths and trying to find something that's gonna excite me the way sailing did, and all those years like of being competitive athlete. Nothing gives me that feeling back. And it's a huge pain that I'm still carrying. And this whole like, but who are you if not like Zara, that world champion, and like everything, and like all those memories in my head that are so distant. And sometimes it's so distant that sometimes I ask myself, was it like me? I keep
Was it real?
going back in pictures. Yeah, I keep going back in pictures during award ceremonies. And I'm like, am I that person in the picture? Where did that badass go? But it's like here, but it's like still trying to find that Zara, because when you're forced to stop something because of health issues or whatever, and it's not your choice, it's like so, I don't know.
I don't know, maybe one thing that could help with that is that you don't try to actually replace it. It's
Yeah.
kind of because I noticed that like when I also quit figure skating, it was weird because it also wasn't my choice, but like I can still do it as a recreational thing. But like I don't know, it was weird because when something is part of your identity, it causes a crisis.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but I noticed that like if you kind of think of it in a different way, like not something that would like give you the exact same feeling, because honestly I don't think there's anything that will
No,
ever
nothing.
give you that
Nothing.
exact, but then maybe something like something different, and that you understand it's like accept that it's totally different, but it can bring you just as much joy, but just in a
Yeah.
different way, like a different type of
Yeah.
joy.
I think first step that I really want to do when it comes to this thing to heal is because until now I haven't been sailing even as a hobby. When people were coming or like continue it as a hobby, or I was like no, because when you're used to competitive like sports, it's not so easy for you to go back in the game as a hobby. But I think the first thing I'm gonna do is next time I'm gonna go back to Cyprus, actually summer, I'm gonna sail. Like I'm gonna, because I have my sail, it's all dusty.
Yeah.
Like I just wanna go back in water and it's just gonna feel different. Because like finally let go of the expectation to compete. Because now it's also hurting the fact that I'm not sailing.
Yeah, maybe like exactly like you need to change the perspective from competition to like enjoyment.
Yeah.
Doing for yourself.
Yeah.
That you don't need to prove to anyone,
Yeah,
not
no
even yourself.
expectations. Yeah,
Just-
something that you love doing.
Just being there for the process.
Yeah.
Also, identity thing, you're still just this like baddie.
I
Like,
know,
as
it's
you were.
in there, but it's just
Yeah.
like,
And it's not hiding, it's a part of you, but it's just, I guess, different type of situations bring it out in a different way.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to do something else, like competition. Kind of like have a competitive mentality or something else.
I think I've let go of the competitive
Yeah.
part. Actually, that's why I feel finally ready to go back in water combat.
Okay.
Because I've acknowledged the fact that competitive sports for so many years do have a really toxic side.
They do.
Bad impact on, especially when you're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I let go of that, and I think I've let go for good. I don't think I'm ever gonna take a sport competitively again.
That's nice.
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
this is universe.
What?
I was like, this is 67, and I did this, and it's 68. This was on camera.
Number 13. Growth. What was a life lesson that you had to learn the hard way?
Not to depend on people.
Yeah.
And that family is not always blood related people. Family can be friends.
Yeah.
Family can be mostly people you choose in your life.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a really important word, family. And we have one life, and why not choose the family that we want?
I guess for me it's like people who you love but also who love you, they do disappoint you sometimes, and it's also okay. Well, sometimes it's not okay, but it's like it's part of life. So like in that sense, yeah. But on a lighter note, I also learned if you are wearing heels and it's summer, like if it's a fancy event, do put those pantyhose under the dress, because even if it's just ankle that would be showing, but otherwise you get a blister and your whole white heel is covered in blood by the end of the day. It's not nice. It's not nice.
Or it's like when you buy new shoes, always
Yeah.
like either put powder. Do you guys know the powder trick?
Oh no.
Put baby powder in the shoe.
With
Okay.
baby powder.
Yeah. It helps to soften everything up.
I know the hair dry one where you heat it, like
Yeah, also that, and or you just directly put like Band-Aid,
Yeah.
But baby powder works. But never take your shoe off at the place where you're at, because then all the baby powder will come out.
Oh my god, iconic.
I had that actually in a birthday party when I was a child. Like I took my shoes off and it was like baby powder. Everyone was like, and I was like, it's new shoes.
Oh my god.
Plus, and they smell amazing. Baby powder.
Really?
Yeah, it's also a trick when you have smelly feet.
Life hacks.
Yeah.
Like Zara's hacks.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna open a channel.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should.
Zarax.
Zarax.
Instead of Zarax.
Zarax.
Zarax. Chill with Zara.
After work, relax with Zara.
Oh, after a hard day.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh my god! I have footage right there.
Okay, I'm done. What's up? Lesson?
The hard way.
Not to bring your best friends in your house.
No, I'm having the time of my life, girl.
Okay.
I would say is to be okay not doing things in the like social norm way. Like being okay with deviating from and not try to push to fit in. Like in my case, it was about the bachelor's degree, pushing through just to finish it. And like what did I get from it? Burnout and depression. Do not recommend.
Not try alone.
Don't try at home. Do not try at home. So yeah, even though now I can turn it into like a positive light of like I learned then a very important and beautiful lesson during the time. Oh, it was painful. So yeah.
If you could go back, would you choose another degree? Like, do you regret taking astrophysics?
The thing is, as a teenager at that time, it was for me the most logical choice. Not logical. It was my choice. Like
Yes,
it was, if I could choose now a different degree, maybe something more in art, like a more acting, audio visuals, like things like that. But yeah, I absolutely cannot see my younger self make the choice. What happened. So yeah.
But do you think it was still a good choice to go with that program? Or
like from the lessons that I learned from it, yes. But it almost destroyed me, like for real. Like yeah.
But you're coming out of it.
Yeah. Coming out stronger out of it.
It's one of my favorite words, by the way. Perseverance.
Yes. Like from it, after pushing through it, I went to solo traveling to Korea. I'm starting my YouTube channel finally, and like, so yeah. I still have like a complicated relationship like with the bachelor's and like the idea of it because of the trauma, literally.
and also like I don't think the university system here is necessarily like the best one for people like in general because it does tend to really like just push you way over the
academically
edge.
focused, over mentally focused.
Because we're not robots, we're not like machines. Like I think that's also like I hate it when in course manuals it tells you how many hours you should study for a course because first of all it's so subjective, but second of all it's not like we're some kind of computer that you put like okay I'll study for like 4 hours then reset for 20 minutes then go again.
Not
and,
all
like,
brains are the same, so not all brains can receive the same input. I don't know, it's just nonsense.
I don't like the current educational system, and I see so many people.
I also think that it's not just the added competition, but it's also because for the first time people are actually like kind of allowed to say that this is now like ooh fun plus more. If you could live out 5 other imaginary lives and be/do anything in the world.
Okay. Well, in some life it would be nice to be a scientist, digging into like the secrets of the universe and trying to really understand it. And so that's one.
Should we do like 5 rounds?
Zara, a marine biologist, free diver,
Nice.
which can also happen in this lifetime, hopefully. But yeah, if I could just do like that, that would be it.
For me, definitely something to do with horses, like either a horse rider or like
Or being a horse.
honestly, like a horse rancher. Like so I could just do horse riding all day in nature, just hang out with horses.
Cowboy girl.
Yeah, next.
This is still possible in this lifetime, but like
An icon.
Yeah.
like I'm trying to find a farmer, but like not industrial, like being self-sufficient.
Holistic.
Holistic, self-sufficient gardener and farmer, like and living in the eco village in a nice community and.
A painter. Yes. But if I really need to make it imaginary, in a really different decade, and I think I would choose Renaissance.
I get it.
Painting nude.
Yeah, it was like such a like rebellion always, like against society. Everything's something new and fresh. And I think I'm also going with the artistic line because I would say a poet or a writer. I mean, it still could happen in some way.
Also in Renaissance, so we could be like together.
Yeah, honestly, like, or I think I would say 1800s.
Yes.
I think that would be nice. Or the Regency era with Jane Austen's and idealizing that melancholic, sick look.
And that.
Yes. I was thinking of I could pair it like with what I mentioned previously, but being like a shaman, like a healing shaman. And I would know like all this healing, like holistic healing secrets and like use it for the good. And,
Icon.
That's so nice.
You guys are not ready for this because I'm revealing on camera one of my biggest like childhood dreams. Don't laugh. Here it comes. A model. I'm like an underwear model. A lingerie model. I just wanna like walk the show and like If Victoria's Secret is watching this, can we start including short people?
Yeah.
We have a live. Hello. Okay, thanks. That's it. Alien.
I would say actually one of my childhood like dream jobs was veterinarian.
Oh,
And I honestly, to be fair, I'm a bit pissed off about this because I was okay in physics. I was actually pretty good in biology. And chemistry, I kind of started sucking in it because of math. So yeah, it all started in middle school when I had a back math teacher. And then I had my teenage rebellion and I just started ignoring everything. Right? So then for the 2 years in middle school, I just got so behind in maths. And then after that, I felt like I was just trying to catch up all the time. And then I also started, in general, in high school, I also just hated math and math teachers until the very final math teacher, who was amazing, in case you're watching.
Credits.
Yes, right? And I remember other people weren't that inspired by him, but I don't know, he just changed something. It was like he was a human being. Like, I don't know.
Wow.
No, but I don't know, the other math teachers before had been just kind of like cold and like
robotic and just,
unapproachable.
like,
Uninspiring.
Yeah, right? And then it was really nice. So, a veterinarian.
Anda.
Panda. And what I'm gonna say is, some kind of performer. So
Finally.
some kind of singer, writer, like some in the arts field, and and use it also in a very intentional way and to pass on messages that are meaningful to me. And I was having fun and feeling very slay.
Yes.
You guys know Artemis, the Greek goddess?
Yeah. Yeah, the hunting.
The hunting, yeah.
Oh,
You want to be her?
No,
You want that?
No, a female either hunter, I was gonna say, but I knew it's gonna sound weird, so I had to compare it with something. Or a female warrior, like fighting.
Oh, Athena vibes now.
Yeah. Long story short, a female in a male job.
Iconic.
Yeah. But like old days, like ancient Greece vibes.
You're gonna hate me. I have the opposite. What?
Cinderella princess.
Okay, wait for it. For me, honestly, I would say maybe like a Renaissance heiress, like, cause honestly at that time it's basically kind of like a princess, like, but not a princess. I would rather to be like
That's
a lady,
It's different.
like a noble lady. Yeah, who just inherits like or
Everything.
Yeah, inherits. So I have the freedom to do anything I want. Then they had gardens back then, like beautiful. I don't
You
know.
wanna come to my tea party?
Yeah, legit, like,
Finger?
or honestly, beginning of like 1900s, like 20th century.
Okay, I see that.
Heiress still.
We are in
Heiress,
the same
like-
period though. I will just be working in the guillotine. You're gonna be the boss.
Oh my god!
The camera died here, but thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to keep sharing these heartfelt and authentic moments. Kisses!